Hello, so actually bought the 200s breakout. Price initially sold off and found support here at pivot point and at the low of the range. Now I'm expecting a move to the upside, hopefully 300s, and here are my targets. So I'm just gonna close the rest of the position here.
Target filled.
And hopefully see what happens up there, if I will short it or not. So what happened today is that price consolidated above and below 200s at the European Open, then at the European Cash Open sold off down and found support at pivot point of the day and at the low of the range of previous range. Then this is my position, this is how I scaled out. I scaled out last lot right here, and since I scaled out and closed the position, the price continues pretty much sideways, and hopefully now will go up to 300s, which I would like to short it there. Okay, so we're 10 minutes to ECB's Mario Draghi conference. Since I closed the whole position, nothing happened. Price just moved sideways, and now we can see a kind of breakout. But these are my levels right here. Hopefully this could rally up to 400, let's say, and then bounce back down. But then it will depend on what Draghi says. So I'm watching euro dollar as well, if it will break down 113 handle. And yeah, I'll try to record how I will trade during the conference, and hopefully we'll have a good result.
In the medium term require thorough analysis. In this context, the degree of monetary policy accommodation will need to be re-examined at our December monetary policy meeting, when the new Eurosystem staff macroeconomic projections will be available. Euro. These purchases are intended to run until the end of September 2016 or beyond if necessary, and in any case until we see a sustained adjustment. For the second quarter reflected positive contributions from both domestic demand and net exports. The most recent survey indicators point to a broadly similar pace of real GDP growth in the third quarter of the year. Overall, we expect the economic recovery to continue, albeit dampened, in particular by weaker than expected foreign demand. Domestic demand should be further supported by our monetary policy measures and their favorable impact on financial conditions, as well as by the progress made with fiscal consolidation and structural rates are foreseen to pick up further during 2016 and 17, supported by the expected economic recovery, the pass-through of past declines in the euro exchange rate, and the assumption of somewhat higher oil prices in the years ahead, as currently reflected in oil futures markets.
So hopefully now
however,
the price
there are
will
risks
move to the
stemming from the
downside.
economic outlook and from financial and commodity market developments, which could further slow down the gradual increase in inflation rates towards levels closer to 2%. These risks are being closely monitored by the Governing Council. Turning to monetary analysis, recent data confirms solid growth in broad money M3, notwithstanding a decline in the annual growth rate of M3 to 4.8% in August 2015 from 5.3% in July. Annual growth in M3 continues to be mainly supported by its most liquid components, with the narrow monetary aggregate M1 growing at an annual rate of 11.4% in August, after 12.2%
So now I would like to hold the position
in
for
July.
possible move down to
Load
10,200,
dynamics continue
and then I
to
will see if I
improve.
will buy it back
The
here.
annual rate of change of loans to non-financial corporations increased to 0.4% in August.
So I close the whole position right here,
Confirms the increase in demand
but I
for
should have
bank
bought
loans,
here for a
supported by
possible
the
follow
general
through.
level of interest rates, financing needs for investment.
So actually shorted again against 13s
and in credit flows across the euro area.
right here, and hopefully I will
To sum
buy
up,
back the position
a cross-check
lower.
of the outcome of the economic analysis with
Okay, now
signals
selling off.
coming from the monetary
Euro dollar
analysis
reversed and rallies back up to
indicates the
113.
need to firmly implement the governing council's monetary policy decisions and to monitor closely all relevant incoming information as concerns their impact on the medium-term outlook for price stability. Monetary policies
So hopefully
focused
now
on
the price
maintaining
will
price
move
stability
even
over the
lower.
medium term,
Otherwise, you will
commodity
find
monetary
support
stand-
here and
commodity
then
stance
move
supports
upwards.
economic activity. All countries
So I just
should
actually
strive
bought
for
here
a
at O2s
growth-friendly fiscal
for a
composition of
possible
fiscal
move to
policy.
the upside,
We are now at your disposal for
because
questions.
kind of found support here, and then I would like to see it going upwards, hopefully. And then I will scale out the position
Order pending. Order pending.
Microphones
Like
are coming.
this.
1 second.
so you can see my targets here in the entry. And then I will leave the rest of the position, hopefully if it goes back up to 10,400s, which will depend.
The main situation
So actually
which we have to
price
address.
now held support at 10,300s, and I'm long since 06s, and I will scale out the position. Hopefully if this goes up at least at previous high, and then I will leave the rest for up to 400s if it goes there. So euro dollar collapsing in new lows right now, and I will see how it reacts at 112 handle. I'm still 4 lots long,
Air drones, please.
and I would like to buy them back in these levels.
Mr. Draghi, just following
If
up
price
on the previous
goes there
question,
because it found
to
support,
allow
initial rally, then pullback, then support,
options that you
then
said
rally back
are
up.
available
This is the
to
potential move.
beef up the monetary policy.
Low for savings, but there's also a positive side.
So I will close out the position now. I will open a short position right
On the
here
other hand, we have an external demand which has shown weakness
against
mainly
this
for
level,
the challenges that emerging
because I see euro dollar
market
reversing, and
economies are now
hopefully this will be a
experiencing,
down
and
move.
more particularly
Otherwise,
China.
it will just go back above and I will close my short.
On the inflation rate side, the picture is in a sense less sanguine, with to base effects.
So being disciplined, and I
possibly
close the
projections
position.
of higher
Now I
oil
would like to see
prices.
how this will behave, if it will go up or down
Having
from
said
here.
that, the core inflation is basically stable at 0.9%.
I'm Blackstone.
So actually shorted 4 lots here at 30s, because it kind of found resistance at here at previous highs. Euro dollar found initially support at 112 handle, and hopefully now will move more downwards. Otherwise I will just close the position. Yeah, just close it for small loss.
Especially for lower middle income people, spending less at the gas station, spending less at the grocery
And I will
store
see if I will
is helping
sell it
their
up here.
purchasing power. You've said before,
If I will
people
short
buy
it.
more stuff when inflation is low. Why
So actually price
Sociale?
came up to 10,400, and I shorted with an average of 10,096.50s, and hopefully now we'll see a pullback until 50s, and then I'll see how I will
be lowered further?
close the position. But euro dollar seems to reversing and probably will break out 112 handle. So if this resistance holds, then it will be a very good opportunity to hold it until 10,300 level.
Participants.
So price actually keep going down.
But as I've said many times,
Hopefully
we stand
this-
ready to adjust the design of our asset purchase
This
program
resistance will hold, and then I will
according
hold
to
the
needs.
core position until 10,300s. But I'm still scaling out most of it.
Ms. McDonald?
Second question, could
So it was a really nice
discussion today for acting today.
price behavior. I just shorted up here. Now I'm still one lot short. Would like to hold it, let's say, until 300s if this doesn't happen. But I will wait for the US cash open, so I will see how price will behave, and I will possibly try to hold it for a move to the downside. Otherwise, I will just buy it back.